Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something different. I've never done that before. I'm going to be analyzing some of the Chaos World Champion Qualifier duels and seeing if they're making any misplays, what they could have done better if they do that, or what they did well. Basically just analyzing the duel itself. So I'm going to be looking at two duels, one of them being Joshua Schmidt against Leonardo in round 7, and then this one, Jordan G versus Tim G. Are these brothers or I don't know. Let's get started here. And I'm gonna like stop in between to like talk about a couple cards when like they show up and like how they work. Okay, let's start. I think we lost the coin flip. Yep. I have this on 2 times speed already. And I have it muted so we don't hear the commentary yapper. You're gonna hear me. I'm the yapper today. So he is gonna go into Rico, add mix, and then he is gonna synchro with the rotary. So rotary Rico, and then goes into maker. So now they can look at our hand. So first of all, a lot of people say, chaos sucks. They just don't know how the deck works. There's a lot of top players that even say that because they played the deck once, they bricked on Mind Shuffle, and they lost because they don't know how to use Mind Shuffle, and they said the deck sucks. They said Cool Toon is better. Like Cool Toon is not better. I don't care what anyone says. Chaos best deck. Maybe right now like Cool Toon is better, but once we get like the full support, you get like the overframes, multiplying Grebo, Curtain, and also the new like 2 new support cards. There's 0% chance Cool Toon will be better than our deck. So we're okay. We're gonna go Grateful in response. So this is the correct play. You definitely always make this because um the issue is he's gonna add KTS. So if we don't go Grifo, he adds KTS. Then we go Grifo. He chains KTS, goes into Zalin with the Maker, and then he can negate the Mind Shuffle and destroy it. What we want to do is put him in a scenario where we can set Mind Shuffle and then activate it. He has to chain KTS after, unless he obviously hard drew the KTS. We go Mind Shuffle, add the Archfiend, and then he's gonna have Zalin. Now we go Archfiend effect, mill the ritual spell for cost, and then he will negate with the Zalin. Which means we actually still establish all our plays. We have Archfiend engrave, we have a ritual spell engrave to add back Grifo to reset the Mind Shuffle. That means we still have our plays here. So this is still a starter and an Archfiend engrave, which you can link off after you summon. You can crash it, you can shuffle back the other Mind Shuffle if he opened a Mind Shuffle. And then you can like do a lot of different stuff. So let's see. He is making that play. Okay, Joshua is actually going 6 wins, 0 losses. That's very good. I think the only 2 that I've seen that respect this deck are Jesse Cotton and Joshua Schmidt. They know how good the deck is, but they still want to test it to see its full potential. And I think they will realize like this deck is insane. And the other players are just like they're shitting on the deck. They don't know how the deck works. They're gonna get fucking destroyed in this tournament by Chaos. Triff, I'm talking about you. Triff is cool, but like I definitely do not agree with his take on Chaos. Like his take is incorrect. I don't care how many YCS wins you have, like you're just incorrect about this. Okay, so he looks at our hand here. We have a Mind Shuffle, double corrupt neutral, and a black chaos. Um, this hand is actually decent. Yeah, because we already opened the Grifo. So consider this hand plus Grifo. This is a very good hand for Chaos. We did hard open Mind Shuffle, but hard opening Mind Shuffle, you guys should not look at this as always a bad card to open, okay? Sometimes you open this and this is the exact card you need to win the duel, okay? Especially if you open Farah as well, because you go Farah, reveal Mind Shuffle, you set a Mind Shuffle with Grifo or Swordman, they can't respond, you win. This is basically how powerful Farah with opening Mind Shuffle is. Like we usually go for a play where we go 3 Bear Sword Souls with the Alba stuff. We pop our own Mind Shuffle to get engraved, then we go Ritual Spell, add it back. Then we go Farah that we added off Sword Souls to reveal the Mind Shuffle, and then we set it and pass for a turn. We make that play just to make it so that they can't respond to Mind Shuffle. So, opening Mind Shuffle is not always bad. Especially with Albas because it makes it very good because you can just reveal it, right? So he is gonna read Mind Shuffle. And then he realizes, well, I'm kind of fucked. All right, so I don't think this he should have read for longer because the shorter time you use to read these cards, the more you're gonna get fucked, and you're gonna realize, well, shit, I didn't know this was not once per turn. I didn't know this works like this. All right, but like for you to be able to even beat Chaos to begin with, you need to know how the deck works. Because if you don't, you're gonna get absolutely demolished by this deck. So let's see. I don't think a lot of players actually know what Chaos does. So this is an advantage that we have against a lot of players at the moment, especially in the World Championship. So he's making the exact same play I was talking about. He goes into Zalin here. So now we obviously dump the Archfiend, and then Archfiend effects. First, I think he has to go into his triggers in the grave first, if he has any. What did he use actually? He used Rico. Oh, okay, Rico Maker, and then he's gonna pop the Mind Shuffle, and then we go Archfiend. You can see we mill the ritual spell for cost, so it doesn't matter if he negates. Then he goes Zalin negates. That's completely fine. He also knows the hand, so knows we don't have like a Harmonia or any other hand traps. Okay, so now he goes JJKT and then goes normal, extra normal, I think. Is that extra? I think so. Extra the mix. Oh, no, that was not an extra normal summon, actually. That was the first normal summon, and then Q would be the extra. I think he has everything, right? He has mix, Rico, rotary, Q, so I guess he would summon like a bell or like a hand trap here. He goes for Ash Blossom because we have Corrupted Urshel. Fair enough. Alright, I think now he just makes Remix, right? And then passes. So he can add back the bell. I mean the Ash. So he's gonna look at the top of the hand, the deck now. So he knows our entire hand. We have a double Corrupted Ritual, we have Swordman, and a Mind Shuffle. Now the top of the deck, we have Harmonia and Lost Soldier. So as the KT player, there's two things you can do. You can choose to give them the Harmonia on top, just so you know their entire hand, and then you can play around it. But because we already went Grifo to like send to the grave, we have a lot of plays. I don't think if you give us Harmonia, it will be good for you. And then if you give us, you obviously just don't give us Luster. This is not even like a question. There's no way like we would get that. That's super insane. You would definitely banish Luster and then either put the Harmonia on top or bottom. No, I don't know what. Actually, he has a Veiler in hand. You guys can see that. Like the Leonardo has a Veiler, and then he would also have the Ash Blossom. I think you probably just put Harmonia at the bottom, and then risk like them drawing something random, which could be something insane as well. But like if you put Harmonia on top, there's a lot of stuff you can do. We can also send Lulu after we pop you. And then in the end phase, summon Ecclesia, and then Ecclesia is going to go into OG Albaz on the opponent's turn and do like some stuff there. It can be like very scary for the opponent as well. So I would probably not put Harmonia on top, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because like we know the opponent has Mind Shuffle in hand. So they're gonna spin back the Harmonia after that, and then they're gonna summon their stuff. That's really bad. Especially because also it like establishes a level 7 on our turn immediately so that we can make our plays, right? Go into like tag it to Swordman, banish too. Like there's a lot of discussing stuff you can do. So you need to be careful with this. Me personally, I would just put Harmonia at the bottom, banish the Luster. Let's see what he does. I would probably think. I mean, he's 6-0, so he should be making that play, right? What? No, there's no way. Wait. He banished Harmonia and then put Luster on. Bro, have you lost your mind? Okay, I was not considering this scenario because this was just like an impossible. There's no way anyone would do that. My guy. Okay, first of all, you just showed us that you don't know what Chaos does. Second of all, we have Swordman in hand. We have a Ritual Spell in grave. You give us Luster, put Luster at the bottom or shuffle it into the deck. Summon Swordman, GG. Have you lost your mind, Leonardo? I don't know what to say. Alright, you have to be a bot after that. There's just no way. Alright, well. Okay, I just think he doesn't know the deck. Alright, we'll let him just, lose game 1, probably. And then game 2, he should know not to make that mistake again. But I would think, like, because he went 6-0, did he not play against any, like, Light and Darkness decks? Maybe he didn't. Yeah. Okay, so he is going to, let's see what he does. He is going to set one card, which is maybe KTS, I would think, probably. And then he is going to pass. He has Veiler, is that Clip in hand? I think so, right? So Ash, Clip, Veiler in hand. Yeah, GG. GG. Summon Sword. You gave us that, by the way. I don't think you read Swordman. Guys, I told you, you will get heavily punished if you don't read the cards, alright? So we're gonna summon the Swordman, and then his Veiler no work, his Zalin no work, his KTS going into like what he can he even go into like mix don't work, nothing works here. Adds Rico back with the remix. I think he added did he add Ash or what? Um, goes Rico effect to add. Is he adding actually? No, no, he's synchroning. Okay, goes into Rico mix, RS, and then clip. Actually, he went clip to synchro, right? I think he added and then went clip. Okay, now what? Now what? He realized, well, shit, I can't do anything about Swordman. Valor in hand again doesn't work. What do you do now? I mean, you would have to add Q, and then like it would fuck up your play so bad, just so you can go into Q. Synchro with the Q, get rid of the ritual spell, and then you need another card to out the what do you call it? The swordman. So you can chain link order in a way where you go Q on the highest chain to get rid of the ritual spell, and then mix on the lower chain to pop the swordman. Yeah. And I'm not sure what you can make off this, to be honest. Maybe like a crackle or something. Mix is a level 2, and then Q. Okay, he can make like a level 5. I guess if he plays another remix. Yeah, I mean, remix doesn't do fuck all. You'd have to like give up like your synchro plays for that. Yep, banish both synchros. GG. Yeah. You gave us that, so like, big mistake. I think he learned from this. We're gonna go battle phase attack over clip. I think he made that play because he thinks he has KTS. Which is correct, because if he has KTS, he can still synchro off this. We don't want that to happen. And let's see what we do now. We are gonna add back the Grifo. Yep. So this is like what I mentioned earlier. So because you have Mind Shuffle and Grave, he actually also has Mind Shuffle in hand. We confirmed that. So we can go Archfiend, shuffle back the Mind Shuffle and Grave so that we get back into the deck. And then go Grifo, set Mind Shuffle. This is all available to us here. Otherwise, we would probably just pass here because we go Corrupted Ritual, he Ashes. Then we set Mind Shuffle, pass. But we have access to this play only because we went Grifo on turn 0. This is why it's so powerful, just making that setup, okay? So with Ash Valor, he actually just loses the duel. I don't think he can win. Actually, there's a chance we actually use up our battle phase. Never mind. Oh, that is not KTS. Oh, okay. This is annoying. So we go Corrupted Ritual, hoping he would Ash, but he goes Purge and set, which means now he has an Ash for our Mind Shuffle that we're going to set off the Grifo. And then we're going to have to pass on this. But it's fine because we have Mind Shuffle. And we have a level 7 established. We are chilling. We're actually chilling. It doesn't matter. So he is going to Purge, and then we are going to activate... Okay, this was actually correct. I would not expect Purge, I'm not going to lie, unless I know my opponent plays Purge. But because he went Corrupted first to bait out Ash before going for the Archfiend, now he can actually shuffle back the Purge. So in case this Mad Lad's also on Impulse, and he plays like Purge Impulse, if he has another Purge on his turn or an Impulse right now, it would negate and pop. So it would be better to actually go Archfiend, shuffle back the Purge, and then also get like our Mind Shuffle back into the deck, and then just shuffle anything else back. So he's actually making that play now. Yep. Very good play. I guess he didn't want to reveal to the opponent because he knows clearly that Leonardo does not know how Chaos works. So he would not even anticipate this is a play here because of the horrible plays he made against Chaos. So we're going to shuffle back the Purge. And then, yep, get the Mind Shuffle back. And then I guess he shuffles back his own Harmonia. Nice. Summon the Archfiend in defense. We don't have a battle phase. Now we go Grifo to set. And now we know he has Ash Blossom. So that was quite unfortunate that he had a Purge. So this plays on Ogre because Gurifo sets the card and then activates it. And because of this, it's activating and using the effect at the same time. So you cannot ogre that. So if you have Swordman and Gurifo and you're wondering like which one should I use, if you want to play around Ogre, just always go Gurifo. If you want to play around things that say like negate the activation of a trap, you always go Swordman instead, okay? So he's gonna go Ash Blossom on Mind Shuffle, and then we are gonna pass. Okay. Solid. So we outed his entire board. Leonardo's sweating right now. We're gonna set probably Mind Shuffle because I think our hand is Corrupted Ritual. We had double Corrupted Ritual and then a Mind Shuffle. I don't see why you would set Corrupted Ritual. It's just like, you know, letting your opponent pop your starters for free. And this is a grindy deck, right? We can very well just survive this turn and then kill him on the following turn. Because this deck's so insane. And he doesn't have access to Zalin anymore. It's banished. He has to go back to back to get it from the banishment. So, yeah. You just got Mind Shuffle add. What do you do now? Now you have to go add Archfiend here. You don't want to discard one of your 2 cards because one of it is a starter. And then actually he only has 1 card in hand, right? Only the Corrupted. So discard the Archfiend, add a... I would add Luster Soldier here. Black Chaos is cool to protect your back row, but they can attack over it. They can do a lot of different stuff. It's not going to matter too much. They can also chain like in an order where they go like Mix and Rico to pop back row and your Black Chaos. Puts targets Black Chaos on the higher chain and then targets the Mind Shuffle on the lower chain. And that means you have to tag out and then the Mind Shuffle gets popped. So it is better to actually go for Luster, and we also have another Mind Shuffle. So it wouldn't matter too much, but we need the banish off Luster because he could actually get stopped by the Luster banish here. Now he has to go Q to summon back the Maker so that he doesn't get stopped, but then he can't kill us, right? Yep. How do you kill the like tag in, tag out with double Mind Shuffle sets? You have to go like Fallen Virtuous Chain to pop a Mind Shuffle, or go like RS negates. So he's gonna go Maker to add, and then he is probably gonna add a KTS here. See, he is going to... Okay, he's thinking. That's a long... This is on 2 times speed, by the way. I think he added KTS. I saw a spell. Goes into the Loudness, okay. Then he is going to shuffle back with the Maker, and then what did he synchro with? It was Maker and something else. Wait, was that Mix? Oh, no, okay. It was Mix, yeah. So Mix pop the Archfiend, that's fine. And then spin back the Mind Shuffle, but I think he may have forgotten. We actually have a Mind Shuffle set anyway. So it doesn't really matter. We still have our tag in, tag out play with Luster. We're going to keep Swordman on the field, though. Because if you chain Mind Shuffle here, he goes Loudness, pop the Mind Shuffle. So it's better to actually keep the Swordman on the field. So he actually synchros with 3 cards. Veiler plus the Q plus Loudness. What's this making? So this is a 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Oh, he's making a back-to-back. Yep, I think he's making back-to-back here. Okay. Goes into the back-to-back. Now, there's something we should note. Don't get cheated in the TCG. If you go Cool Tune here, okay, Cool Tune, these synchros cannot use like monsters from the hand as synchro material except the Maker. Maker says if this card is on the field would be used as synchro material, 1 tuner in hand can be used as other material. But these, like if he only had the Loudness on the field, and he wanted to make like a similar play to this, you cannot. Okay, that's illegal play. So you guys need to be careful when you're playing in the TCG. This is why I don't really like the TCG too much, although it's fun to play with cards. You know, people can cheat you. It can be intentional, non-intentional, but you're eventually gonna get cheated. It doesn't matter. Okay, eventually you will get cheated out of a duel, and because of something like that, right? And you realize that too late. So this is why I like the simulators, because in simulators you cannot make plays like this. They're illegal, right? So it doesn't even give you the option to make that. So they're actually more realistic to like a closer to like a real duel instead of just, you know, this bullshit, right? But let's see. So I don't know what he is. Why was he talking to the ref? What happened? I mean, judge, not ref. I'm watching too much football. Goes back to back. Then he is go. Okay, so if we activate a like monster effect here, that could be annoying because then he can revive back Zalan and a couple stuff. So we want to avoid using monster effects. He attacks over the swordman. I think he has double attack here, but it's not game. And because we survived, GG. There's no way you win, bro. It's over. We have a luster in hand. We go Ritual Spell Engrave, add back Black Chaos, summon it, banish 2, GG. Yeah, like, Cool Tune got blown out. They went first, by the way. They looked at the entire hand, they stacked our deck, they did everything, and they still lost. You guys still think this deck is bad? Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. I don't know how you guys sleep after saying this deck sucks. So now he is, look at Leonardo, he's just sweating, bro. He's like, I am so fucked. Look at his face. Oh, Leonardo, you are about to get blown the fuck out with Swordman. It's actually good watching like a good pilot, because Joshua's actually playing the deck very well right now. This is very satisfying to watch. You know, because like a lot of people lose with Chaos and say the deck is bad, and then like you look and see like what they're doing, and it's just like they're fucking their plays up all the time. Yeah, exactly. Summon Swordman, GG. He's got what, a chain like back to back, right? And then what? What do you do after that? Sure, revive something and then get Spanished. Yep. Now if we had like me personally, what I would have done is I would have went Corrupted Ritual first, because if I go Corrupted Ritual, I can add back like a Black Chaos or Luster, and then I make this play. Why? Sorry, a Black Chaos, because we already have Luster in hand. Now, why make that play? Because if he chains anything like the back to back to my Swordman, I can spin it back some Black Chaos. Does that make sense? So that's the only thing I would change within the plays that he's making here. So he goes back to back. Back to back, I think, can also add the Ash Blossom back to the hand. Oh, he's making that play. Again, this is why I would go Corrupted Ritual before I go Swordman here. Because if he adds Ash Blossom, it's already too late. I use my Corrupted Ritual. But I don't think this matters because, like, if he goes Ash Blossom on a Corrupted Ritual, we still have Mind Shuffle. We never search with a Mind Shuffle, right? He scopes. Yeah, we hard opened Mind Shuffle. We went second. They looked at the hand. They stacked the top of our deck, and they still lost. And you guys still think this deck is bad. So, yeah, that's just insane. Wow. Joshua's actually cooking right now. He's making the exact same plays I would make. So, you know, he's playing very well. Well, minus the Corrupted Ritual thing. This is the only thing I would have changed. But again, like Joshua's like still newer to the deck. I've been playing this deck for a long time, so like obviously like I do know some stuff and like interactions that he might have not discovered just yet. But he's a top player, so he is obviously, you know, gonna be one of the best players with the deck if he continues playing it. So he goes. Oh, he actually makes us go first. What? Really? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Okay. I guess he just knew he look at his face. I think he just doesn't want to go first ever again. He makes us go first. We're gonna go Albaz, dump the Albion, and then summon Ecclesia. Okay. So unfortunately we don't know what the hand is. So I don't know if this is the most optimal play to be making. He goes 3 Breath Sword Souls, okay. I'm thinking he probably wants to go to for the play where he pops his own Mind Shuffle to make it like so that they can't respond. And then add a Farah, but let's see. So he is going to add. Does he play Cartesia? I don't think so, right? I'm like, I'm one of the fewer players who play Cartesia. Me and like some other stuff like Josh Kelly and so on. Ooh, adds the other Ecclesia, the Dogmatica Ecclesia, to add Aethel and the Virtuous. I'm thinking. Okay, this locks us out of the extra deck now. Is that a good play? I mean, he doesn't play Cartesia. Cartesia would obviously be the superior play here because he already does get like Fallen in the Virtuous in the end phase with the Albion. So why, you know, care about adding another one? The good thing with Grangnol is like you can go Grangnol with like the Sword Souls plus the Cartesia, and then you can dump a Harmonia to the grave, and then you can go in the end phase, add the Fallen Virtuous, activate Fallen Virtuous, revive it, and then Mind Shuffle spins it back to the hand. So you actually search a Harmonia. You can also do this with Nib. Um, Otherwise, you can send any other, 6 or higher light and dark, which can be floodgates as well. So it gives you so many plays. And then on top of this board, it also gives you like a Lulu Wallalith, because it banishes itself from the grave to summon that from the extra. Yeah, and you can also summon the Despian Coritis if you play that with a High Spirits build. So it gives you so much, right? It gives you an additional interruption of this. Plus the 2 interruptions with Harmonia. So he's gonna set. Ooh, he actually does not have chaos plays here. Okay, 2 sets. What could that be? 2 sets that can be used. Probably Mind Shuffle. What do you guys think? I don't think there's any like spells that you open in the deck that like can't really be used. Maybe a ritual spell. Like yeah, maybe like but you wouldn't set ritual spell here. Oh, he tribute summons the Archfiend. Nice. Okay. Now, again, you can still make that play with like the Grangnol line because you tribute over the Grangnol, but you don't need to make that play. I think it's still correct to make that play if you have like a Fallen Virtuous, because he added Fallen Virtuous, right? That's why he made that play. So he goes Fallen Virtuous, pop his own Archfiend, and then he is going to trigger its effect, but you don't have access to Mind Shuffle. So unless you hard open Mind Shuffle, this will be, it's okay, it's not great, because you don't have access to spin back and forth until we get the overframes where you can go like Demod and then add Curtain and then gets like your stuff here. Add Multiplying Karibo and so on. So he is, yep, making that play. He dumps the Rindbrom, pops his own, okay. Dumps Rindbrom. I mean, is that really necessary? I feel like it's not. Again, like, because he plays a different build, you can see like these plays are super weak. Much weaker than the Grungno line. Because I would not have to use Fallen Virtuous. I can go 3 Breath Short Souls to pop my own Archfiend, to send it to the grave, and then trigger its effect. And then keep the Fallen Virtuous in my hand to revive in the end phase, right? Now, he actually searched this, so it doesn't matter, but in the end phase, Albion would search, and we would be able to, like, obviously dump the Harmonia and then revive it. So all the plays he's making right now, I'd be able to make them with much better endboard plus interruptions, right? Only because of the Cartesia Gragno line. So, opponent has no hand traps. That's interesting. Wait, are these traps in the hand? Are you guys seeing that? What is that? What are these traps? Is that evenly matched? I can't think of any other trap that can be like used here. Alright, so he's gonna go Ritual, Flight and Dark, tribute the 3 of Sword Souls. This is decent if you want to play around like a Lava Golem, but like they don't play Lava Golem, I don't think. Maybe Kaijus, but not Lava Golem. Now, Kaijus have less of an effect when you know what you're doing. If you have like a good hand to actually beat that. Branded also beats it because even if they out your card, you still have your banded interruptions. So, okay. Now, by the way, because he went for 3 Breath Sword Souls, this tells me he does not play Crimson Call, most likely. Unless he wants to make the same play as I make. So, me, what I do is, if I hard open Mind Shuffle, I still go 3 Breath Sword Souls. I don't get to search up Mind Shuffle on my turn, but I still have it established. If you don't have access to it at all, what you would do is you go Crimson King for Crimson Call or Soul Resonator, and then you are gonna add the Grifo and get access to your Mind Shuffle. So because he made that play, it tells me one of two things. Either he just doesn't play the Crimson King, or he wants to just make his plays because he already has the Mind Shuffle. So we'll see. He does have Mind Shuffle. Nice. Nice. I actually, bro, Joshua is actually the GOAT. God damn. So he is going to have 2 other sets. One of them is, I think, Fallen the Virtuous, and the other is an Unknown. So we are going to dump an Archfiend, and then we're going to add a Luster, most likely. So, yeah, we can, let's see what we can do here. So opponent probably sided in Board Breakers because he had no hand traps. And he made us go first. So let's see. He goes, oh my goodness. Um. Okay, what do we do in this scenario? I don't know what the other set is. We have Fallen Virtuous, Mind Shuffle, Luster in hand, and a Black Chaos on the field. That Starlight Black Chaos looks beautiful. What would I do here? If okay, we only play one Black Chaos, so you can't afford to have it banished face down. Now we do play branded. We can go Dogma. Dogma can shuffle it back even if it's face down. And we do have Rindbrom engraved to actually make that play. But what I would do here is again, I don't know the hand. Does he have Harmonia in hand? Does he have Nibiru? Does he have a way to put up a level 7? Um, okay. I would go Fallen Virtuous, pop my own Black Chaos. I want to get engraved. I don't want it getting banished. And then I would only keep Mind Shuffle on the field. Yeah, that's what I would do if I have a level 7. If I don't, I need an interruption. So I would keep either the set that is unknown, because it could be Super Poly, or the Fallen and the Virtuous. Yeah, that's what I would do. All right, let's see what happens. So he is going to. Let's see. What are you gonna do here, Joshua? So he's thinking. We couldn't see what that set was. Was that spell though? I think it might be like Droplet or Super Poly. Oh, that's the Fallen Virtuous. So the middle one is the unknown. So he's actually making that play. Okay, Fallen Virtuous, pop your own Black House. Definitely do not pop the evenly matched or you're fucked. Because if you pop the evenly, you have to actually banish your entire field because the opponent controls no cards now. Okay, he's keeping Mind Shuffle on the field. So this means he may actually have Harmonia in hand. We're gonna have to see. Okay, so he is gonna go KTS. By the way, he doesn't have a battle phase. So what that means is now we can grind the game out. So we can actually still win. It doesn't matter if we win evenly. So it goes for Q. If he has Harmonia, probably use it now. I would probably say use it now. Okay, final chance, I think. Okay, I guess we don't have Harmonia, unfortunately. So why did we keep the Mind Shuffle? Wouldn't you just Harmonia here if you have it? Or... Oh, he does. Oh my god, yes. He does. Let's go. Reveals 4? Really? Because the 5th was Ecclesia? Wait, that's not good. Why don't you play 6? Because you play branded. So with the deck, if you play branded stuff, you want to have 6 synchros minimum. If you don't, and you only play like a pure chaos build, because you don't summon your synchros like 3 bev Sorzos and so on, you can play 5. So he actually just doesn't get the pop here. That's very unfortunate. We're gonna send a Cloud Beast, and then we're gonna establish the level 7. Yeah, this should have been pop plus spin back. Very unfortunate here. I think Joshua would make some changes after this deck, after this tournament, most likely. He's definitely gonna say like he missed having like another synchro in the deck, and I think it's worth it. So he goes synchro overtake. Fuck me. Fucking duelist Genesis. Oh, he has ogre. Fuck. Yeah, so he has evenly plus ogre. Now this is like the kind of thing that is like catches you off guard. They need multiple different cards to actually stop you here because Harmonia would just enable our plays again. Then we go Luster banishes synchro as well. It's gonna be very annoying, and he has no battle phase as well, right? But because of ogre, this actually is gonna stop the mind shuffle. Unless you have a Grifo to set another one, it doesn't matter because we can't establish another level 7. This is where the new Black Skull would be amazing because you can discard the ritual spell that you add back to just summon it, and then you basically, if you have access to Mind Shuffle, spin back and forth. So, let's see. What's happening? Are they talking to the judge? Alright, let's speed through this. I just don't know what they're doing. They're just like yapping right now. Skip, 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 skippity, skip. Skip, 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 skip. Alright, let's go. So it goes for another mix with the synchro overtake. Okay. Goes rotary, reveal, summon Rico, add a like Q. Okay, added something. We have 3 cards in hand. So So he's gonna synchro here. Boring. Skip that shit. Do we have any hand traps? We don't. Okay. So he looks at the top. We have a pot of. Okay, he actually. Okay. Joshua, by the way, was expecting to go second. So he played pot of the pot of sloth. And then because he made us go first, this means that the pot of sloth was most likely, if we drew the pot of sloth, it would have been dead. Actually, there's a chance that we even have a pot of sloth in hand right now. What do you guys think? So yeah, you definitely banish Archfiend here. Oh my god, bro. Bro, do you know how like the stack? What are you doing, bro? No, 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 no. You definitely put pot of sloth at the bottom. And then banish the Archfiend. What is bro doing? First with the Swordman, and you would think after game one he would learn his lesson. How did this guy make it this far? Alright, well, he's fucked. Because now we can activate the Archfiend from hand as well. We can discard it to trigger its effect. Let's see. So it goes loudness, sure, okay. We're gonna look at our graveyard and then. Are you done yet? Okay. Can we play? Hello? Alright, so he is going to go for loudness, and we're gonna go Harmonia to pop the loudness. Now unfortunately we have to pop loudness because it protects the other tuners, except itself. So we're gonna send Lulu. Again, like I think what failed him is the fact he doesn't have enough synchros in his extra deck, right? It was a deck building issue. Yeah, because he could have like outed this board here. Because if you play enough synchros, which I play, I think I play 7 at the moment. I can pop him again. Like you pop him and then you go like backbit, discard the Archfiend, and then push the other maker into the back row. And then he can't stop that unless he has a clip to like synchro with like summon synchro. Because he doesn't have a KTS set as well. He only has purge. So he would get absolutely just blown out by that play. Again, like it was probably a deck building issue. And I think Joshua would most likely make changes here. So he's gonna purge our Celtic Sage and destroy it because he has a trap in grave. What trap? Oh, it's evenly matched. That's the trap in grave he has. There's only 9 minutes left, and we are gonna scoop it up. Yep. Unfortunately, this could have been our duel. The Harmonia failed us because the deck building failed us because the Harmonia cannot send enough synchros to pop and also activate the effects to like packbit, pushback, and stuff. So this should have been a duel that we should have won if our deck was, built differently. But yeah, okay, GG's. Now we have 9 minutes for round 3. Hopefully we can win. Let's see. So we are gonna probably go first. We're gonna go Grifo in the draw phase, probably. He goes a Gamma. What the fuck? All right, so we're gonna get Gamma, I guess. Goddamn. How do we can't stop this. There's just nothing that can stop this. And then we're gonna Black Chaos. Get fucked. He has a Veiler in hand. You guys see that? So we're gonna activate the Mind Shuffle. Does he have Ogre? That's okay. That's the issue. He has Purge. Okay, this guy just opened everything, or what? What do you guys think? He just opened everything. So let's actually see. He goes Purge. We need to look at Purge. So Purge works in a way, okay, well, where it says if you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of Dark, Water, and Fire. Now, if we do this, we go Cool Tone, Dark, Water, and Fire. All of these cannot be used, okay? These, for the rest of the turn, are just dead. So if he opened Rico, it's dead. You can't use the effect anymore. If he goes RS, dead. Goes Crackle, dead. Remix, dead. Clip, dead. Like this is like super impactful on the duel. Although it gives you this advantage where you can like stop your opponent temporarily. These are all dead for the rest of the turn. For the rest of the game, actually. So there's a big chance that he's actually fucked here because of this play. We'll see. Oh, follow up Nadir Servant. Oh, it gets belled, bro. Bro just opened every hand trap in the game. He just did. Purge, Gamma, Bell. And then he probably just opened the one starter, like Q or some shit. Yeah, goddamn. So we can set him pass. So here, this is why people, say the deck is bad because it loses to these. We got triple hand trapped. Who would not lose to triple hand trap? But the thing is, Chaos doesn't care about putting up like a board going first. And I've been saying that for 6 months for the love of God. Okay? You guys need to understand how the deck works. We play on the opponent's turn. So if we have Harmonia here, we would just fucking blow him out on the opponent's turn. Okay? It doesn't matter if we have nothing on the board. So if we also have like just any way to establish a level 7. If you have Curtain, whatever, you can just put up a level 7 and then make your plays and you're just gonna destroy them, right? You can also stop lethal with Grifo. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do. It's not just, oh, I didn't put up 10 Omni Negates, so, like, I lost. This is a mindset of a loser, okay? This is a deck list only losers play, where you put up 10 Omnis and you FTK your opponent. This is a real deck, okay? You get to let your opponent interact and you fucking destroy them through that, right? Oh my god. Okay, I was joking before, but this guy actually top decked Q. Or just had the Q in hand after all that. That is mad. So Q is a light monster, I think. So if we go back here, we can see that it's actually not locked out. So Q, Impulse would lock out Q, right? So these are the only things that are locked at the moment. Okay. So we're gonna add a, I think he added Luster. Now if we have Harmonia, we actually win the duel. Because, okay, I really pray that you have Harmonia here, but if we have Harmonia, we win. Because with the Luster Soldier, he just cannot play through that with also the Purge locks. And then there's an unknown set, which could be a Fallen Virtuous, actually. So he's going to go into Mix, activate the effects. It's also, I think, a Wind, so it's fine. He can activate it. I would Harmonia here. Oh my god! Yes, yes! Let's fucking go! Joshua, you fucking go. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna pop that stupid fucking Q, and then I would send either, it depends on my hand, I would send either Cloud Beast or Pack Pit. Goes Cloud Beast, spin it back, nice. This tells me he needs the final card in hand. I think he has one, is it one or two cards in hand? One is Luster, and then I don't know the rest. Goes Retro Reveal, you just spin back the Harmonia, banish whatever he summons, and GG. He can't extend after that, right? Unless he has like a, what do you call it? The stupid Synchro Overtake, which is at 1, right? You should not expect them to have that. Banish the Rotary. Oh my god. Get fucking fucked, alright? This is, I'm not saying that to Leonardo, I'm saying that to everyone who says the deck sucks, alright? Again, this is exactly what I've been saying forever. This deck does not care about putting a board going first, because you have access to plays like this. On our turn as well, like this is very hard to out, we don't know what the set is. On our turn, you just go Harmonia again to pop their cards and then send Packbit, push into the back row, use it as a board breaker. You just keep recycling that shit over and over. You have infinite follow-up in the grave. Like, this deck is ridiculous, alright? Look at Leonardo. Look, he's just like, look at Leonardo's face, bro. He's just like, what the fucking world is this deck? Alright? I did not expect it to be this strong. I'm gonna play this deck next time. You can tell he's done with Cooltoon after this. Yeah, Chaos best deck. Alright, you guys are gonna fucking learn today that Chaos is best deck. Look at this. Goes Imperm, who the fuck cares? Spin it back. We actually have 4 minutes on the clock. That's insane. Do we have a target for Mind Shuffle? Oh, it's another Mind Shuffle. Beautiful. I love that. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I think we're adding here. Adding. Okay, so we want to add a either Black Chaos or Swordman here. So we're gonna ritual with the. Ooh, interesting. How do I feel about this play? Do we have Corrupted Ritual in the grave? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. So here's the thing, okay? Again, this is something a lot of people don't know. What you can do if you have Corrupted Ritual in the grave that you use like on turn 1 and now it's turn 3 and you need that play, because the Celtic Sage is negated, okay? You can still activate Celtic Sage to hop off the field. This means it's gonna delete the Celtic Sage from the field. That means you only have Luster on the field, okay? But while having Luster on the field, if you go Ritual, tribute the Luster to summon Black Chaos, the Corrupted Ritual in the grave will trigger to add itself back. Then you activate it and use it as an extra starter. Do you guys understand how that works? Yeah, and then that's insane, right? Because then you can activate the add Swordman, and then Swordman shuffle back the Luster and Grave, and then summon itself. And then you summon the Archfiend and attack for game. Yeah. So it's gonna go Ritual Spell, summon Black Chaos. I don't think we have Corrupted Ritual in Grave. I wish we would actually see the Grave here. But I'm pretty sure we don't, right? Uh, yep. I mean, this is just bad deck. I don't know what to tell you guys. He is reading the Mind Shuffle to waste time, probably. Just there's 3 minutes on the clock. He does not want to lose. He wants a double loss here. He goes Veiler on Black Chaos. Immediately spin it back some Black Chaos. GG. GG, bro. You're not getting out of this one. You can't read anymore. It's over. It's actually over. Just go Ritual Spell, summon back the Black Chaos, banish the Luster from Grave, summon Archfiend, GG. Beautifully done. Actually, beautifully done. That was awesome. Now let's watch this one against Jordan. Again, like Chaos Fist deck, you guys just mega disrespects the deck. Mute that shit. Let's see. So Jordan G. Never seen that guy before actually. He's on 8 wins, 0 losses. That is insane. Right? That is quite insane. Yeah. Now you guys are gonna respect the deck, okay? So this guy's also on Cool Tune, so we're gonna see another Cool Tune versus Light and Darkness here. So opponent, again, we lose the coin flip, so opponent goes first. They go KTS. Okay, so when they go KTS here, I usually think they actually don't actually have like a good hand, or they just really need the rotary, maybe to play around Droll. Because rotary is not limited in the TCG. I'm pretty sure it's only like the OCG and like the Master Duel. Yep, Master Duel OCG have it at 1. In TCG, for some fucking reason, it's still at 3. Alright, so Jordan, I believe in you, my boy. Alright, looking fresh today, bro. Let's see what you got. What? Okay. Did he break? I think he bricked. He has too many hand traps, right? That's why he went this. He went to synchro with a hand trap. So he... Okay, he actually has a Rico as well. And then he goes into the Maker, okay? And then Maker effects. And then trigger Rotary, probably. To look at the hand. We're going to let that go through, okay? Surely we don't have Grifo, right? Jordan's 8 wins, 0 losses. He's awesome. He's cooking right now. He knows his shit. He knows his plays. So he is gonna add another KTS. Okay, is KT? Okay, by the way, I do sometimes forget some things because I'm like playing Master Duel and also looking at OCG and TCG at the same time. Is Cool Tune Synchro semi-limited in the TCG? It is not. The Cool Tune has 0 hits. Really? TCG? What the hell? Okay, I guess they have 0 hits. It's only the Synchro Overtake that's at 1, which they play Duel's Genesis anyway. Alright, so we're gonna reveal our hand. Oh, this guy is he's also doing what Josh Kelly is also doing. He's playing Albion in main. Now, I am not gonna lie, I actually did not think about Albion in main. You can have multiple uses for it, especially in the TCG at the moment. You definitely do not play this after overframes come out and stuff, because the only reason people are playing this is so you can, first of all, get a draw 1, but mainly you establish a level 7 or higher. Because you can add back the High Spirits to the Black Chaos, and then you can dump it, revive the Albion, which you can send off Granganol, and then you get a level 7 or higher for your Mind Shuffle. This is the only reason you actually play it. But guys, he opened double Mind Shuffle. That is horrible. I hate that. That's really unlikely to happen. Like, we played the second one to make it a mega small chance. Like, I think it's like very, very low chance. I forgot what the exact percentages. That you draw another Mind Shuffle, and he actually drew both. Now, because we have High Spirits and Albion, we can actually push through that with the Alba stuff, but because we're going second, it's going to be really, really hard, because now he gets to, like, add Ash Blossom to the hand, right, with the remix. And then he is going to look at the hand here, yep, sees Black Chaos. Black Chaos is dead, by the way. This is why you do not play one Mind Shuffle, because you're going to, if you draw one Mind Shuffle, which is going to be more often, your Black Chaos is dead, your Grifo is dead, everything in your deck is just dead. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, we probably lose this duel. Unless the Albion draws into something insane here. We need like a Super Poly. If we get Super Poly, it's gonna discard the Mind Shuffle, and then it's gonna fuse with the opponent's board. It's gonna be a good board breaker, and also unbricks the Mind Shuffle. Because then you go Swordman, put it back from the grave. Okay, so he goes, mix, let's skip this shit because this is boring. Oh, yep, summons the Ash Blossom to search it. And then he looks at the top. So let's see what he has here. Another high spirit. Oh my god, that's bad. This is he playing 3 high spirits? He should be playing 2. I think 3 is very bricky. And if they stack your deck, if you already have like a high spirit, they give you another one and you're fucked. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't know what his deck is, but I think this is just unlucky. That's all this deck is. This duel is. He just bricked on double mind shuffle. Yep. So he's gonna stack probably the high spirits on top and banish the ritual spell. Yep. Okay, this is how you stack, not like the previous duel. Previous duel, he will definitely never make that play again after rewatching his duels. So he goes into Zalin, and then I think we just lose here. Depends on like what we top deck. We need Super Poly. Super Poly would just blow him out here. So immediately activate High Spirits. This tells me he doesn't have Super Poly, I think. Goes Zalin. Wow, okay. Never mind. Actually, there's no way he can get Super Poly because he stacked us with High Spirits. So yeah, he actually knows everything. Again, like it really is just... It makes the game horrible and skillless when like the opponent looks at your hand. Yeah, Tim is laughing right now. Alright, bro. That was very fun. He opened double mind shuffle. Come on, Jordan, bro. Wait, he's called Jordan, right? Come on, cook him, bro. He laughed in your face. You gonna let that? You gonna take that? Bro, if I was you, like, I would fucking destroy him after this, bro. Alright, Jordan. Show him the power of chaos, alright? Come on, my boy. 8 wins, huh? Let's see. So we are gonna go Albion immediately. This is kind of risky because if you it could play into Droll. Now because we play Branded, Branded doesn't care about Droll. But if he does have Droll and Lockbird, you don't lead with this. Okay, this tells me he doesn't have Grifo first of all because he would have used it in the draw phase. There's a possibility he has talents, and he's forcing him to activate a hand trap like Ash Blossom or Droll to look at the hand, and then he can still extend, right? Let's see. So he is going to looking for a high spirits, I think, to dump it. Yep. And then the cool thing about this as well is like you can search high spirits because Albion would dump it, and then you can go Black Chaos, add back high spirits, and then use it. Okay, and now we're gonna shuffle this back, draw 1. Come on, give us something beautiful here. Cold by the Grave. Okay, we can't see what he drew into. Show us your hand! Come on. Alright, so they're just keeping it's too intense right now. He actually draws into high spirits. Alright. I think he actually maybe even had the high spirits to begin with. And he just wanted to draw 1. Now you can deny them the draw 1 by just, going Albion, chain high spirits, but that beats the whole point of going Albion because you already have the high spirits. You don't want to add the 1 from Grave, and then you just wanted the draw 1, right? It does play into Droll, but like if your hand beats Droll, it doesn't matter. Maybe he even has Cold by the Grave, right? So he is going to activate High Spirits, and then let's see what he sent. He actually sent Titan, which tells me he has a dragon. What did he reveal? Like Fallen of White? Is that what he revealed? Because he doesn't discard anything. I think he already had the Fallen of White. No? But then why would you send the Albion to the grave? I mean the Titan. Titan Clad. Does he want to sound like the Dogmatica Ecclesia? Is that why? If we go with Titan here. Titan is going to summon a Dogmatica or Fallen of Albaz. I would think he wanted just the Dogmatica Ecclesia in the end phase. Okay, so we are going to dump probably Albion. I can't see what this is, to be honest, but I think it was Albion. And then summon a Starlight. Is that Starlight? Ecclesia. Yeah, this guy's rich. These cards are very expensive, guys. I wanted to get these in the TCG, but like, there's no way I'm spending that much money on this shit just to like play once a year or some shit. Because I don't actually have like a proper locals here. I have to travel to go to my locals, and I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Going like back and forth and stuff. Maybe like once a weekend or something possible, but it's still not worth it to just like spend all this money on these cards. So he goes for a 3-buff Sword Soul's line. So this tells me one of two things. He either doesn't have anything to fuse with. So if you don't have anything to fuse with, you don't go Ecclesia Synchro, you go into 3-buff Sword Souls because Then you can add a Cartesia and you have something to fuse with, which would be the Sword Souls itself. If you have something to fuse with, you would go Ecclesia Synchro, because Ecclesia Synchro, if it gets impermed or ashed, it's still going to be an interruption, because you can banish it, summon Albaz, summon Cartesia, and fuse on the opponent's turn. Summoning Cartesia on the opponent's turn is actually very good, because you can go, what do you call it, like revive Albaz with like a Rindbomb or something, and then you trigger Albaz, revive Ecclesia, you go Ecclesia Synchro, summon Cartesia. Cartesia fuse with Albaz to go into Gragnol. Gragnol send Cloud Beast. Or you can send even the Archfiend on the opponent's turn if you want like both rituals and you want to still access your Chaos Hats or Celtic Sage. Then you can make all of these plays just because of the Ecclesia Synchro. And if it gets negated, like you can still make these plays. If this gets negated, it's gonna like your combo actually stops here. Unless you have like Chaos cards to extend. So that's like the biggest difference between the two. So this tells me he probably doesn't have anything to fuse with. Or he has Chaos plays and he wants to pop his own Mind Shuffle to add it back. I haven't seen anyone do that yet. But let's see. Maybe this guy will be the one. Oh, he's adding far. He's actually making that play, I think. So he probably has a Swordman or Grifo here. Or Corrupted Ritual. No Droll. No Ash. I think no Ash. He would have Ashed High Spirits, right? Sets 2 and there's no way he passes here. Right? He added Farah, so Crow, really? Crow. This guy sided in Crow for Light and Darkness. This is why he made it this far, eh? Because he was keeping Chaos in mind. He respects Chaos, alright. So he's gonna banish Titan so we don't get Fallen Virtuous in the end phase. It's not the biggest deal. We sent Albion, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. So you can trigger Albion to add a Fallen Virtuous, and then Fallen Virtuous can dump the Rindbrom, and then Rindbrom can revive the Albaz, and we still get the pop. So that's 2 interruptions already. Now, because he added Faro, this tells me he probably hard opened Mind Shuffle again. So you go Mind Shuffle, add, you discard the Faro, revive her, and then you have a level 7. You also take control of your opponent's monster, then you spin her back, summon your Lesser Soldier. So this is still very solid. The only issue would be like if they're holding a hand trap or like Fallen Virtuous. So what is he doing here? He is gonna... Ooh. Really? Albion set High Spirits. Does he already have both Fallen Virtuouses in hand? That sucks. Like, he has been opening quite badly, I'm not gonna lie. He needs like a new shuffling technique. Oh my god. He goes for the Pot of Sloth. Alright, so how do we respond to this? Do you have a Solemn Judgment? What do? You just let him draw. Okay. So he is going to draw 4 cards and then put, I think, 3 back. This is going to, like, it's also good in Chaos because you can get rid of, like, Mind Shuffles and a couple of different stuff that you don't really want in your hand. Like, full losses if they're dead. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Pot of Sloth, which is worth actually siding. So he fixes his hand here, probably. So there's no complaints if he loses the soul. Let's see what happens. He goes Rotary Reveal to summon a mix. Actually, it doesn't tell you what to summon. It just reveals first. Summons a mix, okay. And then he is gonna add a Rico. We still haven't responded with anything. I would activate Mind Shuffle now. Yeah. Because he would just like Synchro and then pop the Mind Shuffle. Now there is a chance like it could be like a 1 in 3 chance that he pops Mind Shuffle and you can just bet on that, but I don't think this is correct. You chain Mind Shuffle here. Yep, nice. You want to add a Luster Soldier and discard the Farah here. He goes, yep, that's the problem. Fallen Virtuous. You can't really stop this here. Yeah, but we still have Alba's interruptions. So we are gonna get popped, unfortunately. You can see like this deck right now could actually lose to these plays because of this. But High Spirits being set can actually discard the Farah to get to grave for us anyway, and we also get Cartesia in grave. So Cartesia can actually go into Lulu to be an additional interruption. This is why, sorry, not Cartesia, the Gragnol. So Gragnol is also very good. So we have Gragnol interruption. We still have a Farah to take control. If the set is another Mind Shuffle, there's no way he opened double Mind Shuffle 2 games in a row. But if it's Mind Shuffle and he already has a ritual, he can also like spin back and forth with a Farah. And then we also have our Alba's Interruptions Diffuse. So it is definitely not over. This set card, I would think, is just Fallen Virtuous. There's no way it's not Fallen Virtuous, and he's set Farah, right? I just don't believe. I cannot believe that. So we are gonna go Farah, take control. Then if he chains like KTS, we can go Fallen Virtuous. He goes Harmonia. Okay, that's fine. Actually, not the biggest deal ever, but the fact that he can establish a level 7 tune right now is quite annoying. I would send maybe Wind Pegasus here. Because if he goes Cloud Beast doesn't really do anything. What are you gonna do? Like spin back Sword Souls? I guess if you want to OTK this turn, maybe. Yep, pop the Farah, and then he is gonna send a Cloud Beast. Okay, he actually just goes for that play. He wants to OTA this turn, I guess. What? Oh, he wants to read or what? Why did we just give him Harmonia? What is going on in this hill? I guess trigger Granule? What the hell is happening right now? Why do we have a Harmonia in our field? Guys, someone explain. Someone explain to me, why do we have Harmonia? No. We need to go back. Something happened here. Okay, something weird happened. The opponent went Harmonia, okay? He popped the... Oh! I'm an idiot. Yes. Okay. My bad. Farah activated, and then he went Harmonia, which means we can actually take control of his Harmonia. Now this actually gives us a level 7 that we can spin back to the opponent's hand, okay? Yeah, okay. I completely missed the Farah thing. Yes. Okay. Again, why would you Harmonia here on a Farah? I missed that because I was like focusing more on like what synchros does he play and what he sends. So yeah, now because he triggered the Harmonia, actually triggers our Grangnol as well. So now we get to summon the Lulu. Now Harmonia doesn't do anything unless we have a ritual, or like something to spin back here, like Celtic Sage or whatever. So let's see. Also, the Fallen Virtuous can revive Farah from grave to trigger her effect on like a following turn, or just like in general. So there's a lot of cool synergies between like Farah, Branded, and like all of that. Because you go through Sword Souls, pop Mind Shuffle, and then there's that play where you revive it with Fallen Virtuous, and you can also search it if you want. Same way you search like Harmonia, you just go Grindle, dump it, revive it with the Fallen Virtuous, and spin it back to the hand with Mind Shuffle. So we're gonna summon a Lulu in defense. And then, what's going on here? What? Did we just give him Harmonia for free? Why? Oh, he spun back his own Harmonia with Cloud Beast. Okay. Yep. Sure. So now we have a set, most likely Fallen Virtuous, that can send like a Rinbrom to the grave. He just lets him? Okay. Then maybe it's not Fallen Virtuous, because like, wouldn't you just Fallen Virtuous that? I mean, I would. I would not let that go through. Because RS now checks it. Oh, actually, Lulu can negate it. Yes, okay. So when he summons from back deck, we have a Lulu negating on a higher chain. Now, RS does not trigger, but we can just, trigger Lulu to force out the RS. And then we still have a Fallen Virtuous set. Nice, okay. So let's see here. How does he respond to this? He has, what is this, 2 cards in hand, I think, the opponent. We go Fallen Virtuous, send Rinbrom, most likely. Yep, send Rinbrom, and then we are going to pop the RS. Does he have KTS? This guy opened crazy. He also fixed his hand with pots, right? Okay, get spot, nice. Now if he does something, we can actually just go revive back Albaz, summon Ecclesia, fuse with into Dogma. Yes, he goes Q. Now if he doesn't have KTS, actually even if he has KTS here, he's actually in a very bad spot. He's looking at his graveyard. So what we do now is actually chain the Rinbrom, and then summon Fallen of White. Let's see if he does that now. He should. He should, bro. He definitely should. Maybe let him summon and then activate it. You have to. Oh, he goes Bestial Magna. Yo, goes Magna Hunt because he was trying to revive the RS. I don't think he used RS, right? He just let it go through because he wanted to revive it with the Q. Now he is in a very bad spot. Yep, he summons the Ogre. Why not just like synchro the Ogre? He can't really make any good synchro. This is like Crackle, I think, which does fuck all. And then Rundbrom actually gives us a Harmonia as well. And then he just loses on the following turn. Yeah, this is a lot of branded here. Minimal chaos. But again, this is why like branded is very good with chaos because it like carries the deck if like they target the mind shuffle, right? Hold on a second. Why would we not activate Rundbrom to fuse here? Just let him like go synchro with Rotary? Why? Okay, I see why. It's because he has Ogre on the field. Because Ogre would be able to just pop the phone of Albaz. Um, yeah, this guy just opened crazy. He actually just opened crazy. But if he doesn't kill us this turn, he will lose. Okay, so he is going to. Do we even have a hand, actually? Wait, we don't have a hand, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, okay. We have Fallen of White and Ecclesia in hand. So now we know all of our cards to make like the most optimal plays. Yeah, if we didn't have a hand, Rotary would not be able to search. That would be very funny. So he is most likely going to add a KTS here. He already used Rotary, I think. And then... I guess he can add JJ, right? What do you guys think? He's thinking about JJ maybe? Because if he adds a JJ, he would have to tribute the Ogre, but then we can fuse with his cards. So that can be very bad. I don't think you go JJ here, do you? Okay, he actually goes for it. But like, what do you do now? It depends on like the final card in hand. I mean the final cards in hand. He has to like have an additional normal summon for a. I'm not sure which one he didn't use, like Mix or the Mix or the Rico. Yep, so he is gonna get to Rico and then he's gonna look at the top, Corrupted Ritual and the Dear Servant. I mean, banish and then why would you put Corrupted Ritual on top? It's the opposite, bro. Put Nadir on top. Or bottom even, because like we still have Cloud Beast, right? Yeah, I don't think that's a good play. So he is gonna normal. What's that card? Is that Rico? I think it's Rico. I think he has one card in hand now. Yeah. We still can't go Albaz. He knows our hand. He knows we have nothing. We only have the Rundbrom engrave. So if he is able to check the Rundbrom, he should be fine. But the final card in hand is what matters here. Can he make any meaningful plays to actually OT Chaos or not? He has a Trackmaker on the field and he also has a Rico. So he can make a level Synchro 7. Adds a clip. Okay. And then he's going to Synchro into the Crackle. This is Crackle, right? Okay, challenge one clip to banish the extra, and then also look at the extra to banish until the end phase. So we are going to have to actually shuffle our extra deck, and then he has to randomly banish one face down for the clip. He's looking at his extra deck here. This is... I'm trying to see like what he's playing. I saw Mixuza here, but he's going to get rid of the Dogma. So now he actually feels, you know, safer to actually get rid of the Ogre because he can only go into Mirror Jade. So if you are able to check the Mirror Jade here, it doesn't matter. Dogma is the issue because it's also unaffected. Okay, so now he goes JJ to probably tribute the the Crackle, and then Crackle triggers again to revive itself back. And then banish 2 more cards. I think until the end phase. Yep, he's making that play, and then he's gonna summon the Rotary from the deck. Okay, and then goes revive back the Crackle, banish Mirror Jades, and basically he got rid of all of his stuff while keeping him checked with the Ogre. Yeah, this guy actually played very well. Nice. Tim is actually very good. And then we are going to activate the Rundbrom. We're gonna revive back the Fallen of White, and then summon Ecclesia. Oh, we're summoning the other Ecclesia, actually, to add a Fallen Virtuous. Now he uses Ogre on it. Okay. He wants to lethal. I don't think you can attack over Ecclesia, Dogmatic Ecclesia, because it has a weird effect that says extra deck monsters cannot destroy this by battle. So he has to actually destroy it by card effect. Yep, can be destroyed by a monster with a monster special summon from the extra deck. So he's gonna Ogre it. Let's see what he does now. Again, if he can't kill here, he most likely loses to the grind game. Goes into loudness and then synchros into back-to-back. Okay. Has double attack, but can he put up game? He can't. Okay. He knows the hand. He knows we have Fallen plus Ecclesia. If we get Chaos cards here, we win. Because all you need is like a Swordman to win here. So that's a card, could be KTS. And then we are going to... What's he doing here? Is this end phase? I think you don't trigger your cards in the end phase. He already used High Spirits on the following turn, on his turn, so he can't actually add back the High Spirits from grave. Even though it's TCG, you probably get away with everything. These come back to the grave, sorry, the extra deck because of Crackle. Crackle only banishes until the end phase. So that's good. It's only Clip that randomly banishes face down. We don't actually know what he banished face down. I don't think we looked to see what he did. Okay. So we have to deal with a back-to-back. There's a card in hand. I don't know what it is. And then there's a set card, which could be a KTS. Oh, that is beautiful. Fallen the Virtuous to pop. Okay. One set and one card in hand. Ecclesia Synchro. Shuffle back the card in grave. I would probably shuffle back the Titan here. I think Mirror Jade is still in deck, right? So he's still thinking here on what he wants to shuffle back. You could send Runebrom as well. Like, I would either go Albion or Titan. Most likely just the Albion, because Albion gives us lots of value with the Fallen Virtuous, and you can shuffle back the Fallen Virtuouses with the Archfiend. So he is going to get Grangnol back, shuffle back his back row, and he scoops it up. Nice. Yeah, so like I said, like once you grind it out and you survive, you win. This is usually what happens every time. So I feel confident just saying we will win, not we can win. So we're gonna go again 3. All right, come on, Jordan, come on. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you, bro. Come on. Okay, activate Full Loss, activate Prolia, Ash Blossom, just fucking destroy him. Come on, guys. Light and Darkness has actually been cooking right now. Like this tournament, it's been doing very well. I'm very impressed. So he is gonna add Q, okay, in the draw phase most likely, and then he is gonna go normal, summon Q in the main phase. Do we respond to this? We should not, maybe. Now, okay, there's 2 things you can do. Like sometimes some people wait for them to go like Mix or Rico and then add, and then you Harmonia. But the issue is like if they summon no effects, that would be bad, right? Because then your Harmonia is like checked, because they go Zalon after that. Yeah, just like that. So if we have Harmonia, I can't say if he does. He feels horrible right now because he can't, do anything. Now he just puts Chainlink 1 Maker and then Chainlink blocks it with the ones engrave, and now you can't Harmonia this. Then he looks at the hand to confirm if he has the Harmonia or not. Let's look at the hand. Okay, no Harmonia. Oh my god, no. Jordan. Wait. What did he synchro with, first of all? If he went Rico, then that's completely fine. That was the correct play. If didn't, then that was a misplay. Yeah, that was definitely a misplay. He went Q plus Rotary. Oh my goodness, Jordan. No. I think we might have threw this duel, actually. You always chain Garifo. You chain Garifo now, okay? Why? Because first of all, he's going Q. There's a chance he actually hits your other Mind Shuffle and banishes it. And you have the other Mind Shuffle in hand, which means you're fucking bricked and you actually just lose. But more importantly, he can go Zalin to check you now, after he adds KTS. So you have to set Mind Shuffle, and then you activate Mind Shuffle, make the play that Joshua Schmidt made. Okay? We are actually screwed. I think Jordan is relying more on Branded. He's more of a Branded player. What do you guys think? Yeah, we should have won. I mean, we don't know if we were gonna win here, but I feel like we might just lose here. There's a big chance we just lose. Now, because we have Super Poly, I guess technically we can actually wait and then like hit the Zalin and then chain the Grifo. So that's also still a play that we can make, but I would still go Grifo here. Because I want to eat an Ash, right? If I go for Grifo and I will eat an Ash, because he will have to Ash, so I don't get the Ritual Spell Engrave. And then I still have like my other plays. I can go Super Poly, discard the Archfiend, right? And then also it makes it so that, you know, Mind Shuffle does not get banished here. So that was definitely a misplay on Jordan's end. He is gonna banish the Albaz over the Black Chaos. Why? I don't know. I think we stacked the Black Chaos on top. Yeah, okay. Is this a good play? Stacking the Black Chaos. I think it's fine. It's not the worst play ever. It's better than, you know, not knowing what your opponent top decked. So we already know like the opponent's hand is insane, so we need to play around Super Poly. And if the opponent plays around Super Poly here, you are screwed. Because, you know, you basically made this misplay that's going to cost you the duel now. And you can't, you know, go Super Poly, discard, and chain Grifo after. So let's see. Now, if he ends on 2 monsters, which is like Remix Zalin, in the TCG, it doesn't matter. You have player priorities to activate Super Poly immediately as the turn player, so they can't hop off Remix immediately, right? You're gonna Super Poly with it, but like, you need to be playing a target for this. So I would think this guy is playing Sea Monster Thesis. So let's see. He's gonna go into the Maker and then pass. Yep, played around your Super Poly. Oh, Jordan, come on, bro. Oh, that was very bad. That misplay was very bad. Mm. But again, like, you know, these players have a lot of you know, there's a lot of nerves because, you know, round 9, he's already been playing all day, he's tired. It's easy to actually make misplays like this. And he's also been doing very well as well. So I would have thought he just knew that interaction. And then he goes into the anti-spell fragrance. Now, does anti matter? I would say not too much. The main issue is like the other cards. Like we can out anti easily. It's not really the biggest issue. You can even chain Fall the Virtues to pop it if you have that, but we don't have that. Obviously, he stacked the top of our deck. Now we can't activate Super Poly. That's the issue, right? So the play of him not making Grifo is just gonna haunt him for the rest of the duel, and actually the game itself, because this is 1-1, right? If we lose, we're knocked out. Not knocked out. I don't know how this works, but like we lose the duel. So he's thinking here, does he scoop? That's the question. What do you do even? Like, if he goes Grifo, he gets ashed. What do we do here? We would have still been able to get Ritual Spell Engrave, right? And then we go like Archfiend Revive, and then we still have plays. Yeah. Passes. I mean, can't you like Grifo at least? He wants to go Grifo on the end phase, which is fine, but like, you don't know if he has Ash Blossom, right? I don't think he added Ash Blossom. He's gonna pop one of them. I think he baited actually. He saw his Super Poly. Bro, are you scooping this up? Oh my god. Alright, well, GG. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like this type of content, I can make more. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.